77 WABC. Welcome to Living Better with Laura Smith. This is the Sunday edition, and it's your opportunity to connect with my experts that come onto the program. They're here for you. They're here to help you. They're here to give you tips, give you information that you may not normally have time to get or you might have to pay to get. So it's a really good forum, opportunity for you to connect with people in the know with their respective careers and topics. And today, no exception, are very, very good friends. We talk cars once a month here on the program, but more than that, we talk about, well, you know, how to get you to be able to save more money. Maybe we get you out of your old car into a new one with actually no increase in your payments, actually decreasing them, safety issues, all sorts of things. And we do it with a place called Paragon Honda and Acura. Happens to be the #1 Honda and Acura dealership in the world. The volume that they sell and the success that they have, and it's all due to the premise on which it's run. Normally Brian Benstock is here. He's the vice president of Paragon Honda and Acura, but once in a while he sends in his general sales manager, Jason Graciano. So we're welcoming back to the show today. Jason, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much, Laura, for having me.
Thank you for making it in through the maze of parades out on the street. I mean, every street you go down, it's a different country, a different culture. It's very interesting. That's life in the big city. Great to have you here. So just right off the bat, I should probably remind everybody about the phone number, as if you don't know it already. 800-848-WABC. 800-848-9222 is the number to call in. And by all means, this is what, whenever we have the great gentlemen of Paragon Honda and Acura, and what they do is they give you an idea. If you're, whatever you're driving, whether it's a truck or whether it's a 1989 whatever, Subaru, it doesn't matter. If you want to know what it would cost to trade in your car and get into a brand new car and kind of almost get a quote here on the air, or at least leading you in a certain direction. Should you lease? Should you buy? Should you sell? What should you do with your vehicle? This is really an amazing time to get personal advice. So Jason's going to do that for you today. So call us up at 800-848-WABC by all means. And I just want to tell you, Jason, my daughter just went on a road trip to Arkansas. In fact, she's on her way back now. She was performing in a music festival out in Arkansas where it was like all rain and tornadoes actually for most of the time, although it stopped while she was singing. But the car ride was like 1,400 miles. And so I have an Acura from Paragon, and took it in just to make sure that everything was okay in the car. I have to tell you, and they don't know that I do this show with you guys or anything like that.
Right.
I keep it quiet. They give such amazing service. I can't tell you. I was just from start to finish, and I was a little bit in a hurry, and I hadn't even made an appointment. I know you're supposed to do that, but the light came on for servicing or something, you know, because the car is now a year old, and so I didn't know what it meant, and so I went in. They couldn't have been better, more just helpful and trying to do everything. Really, they were just remarkable. So I wanted to just say that on the air to thank you.
Well, that's great to hear. And our customer focus approach, where clients don't necessarily need an appointment, because we know in New York something might happen all of a sudden and you might have to take your car in for service. And to be able to take care of the customers, we're there 7 days a week, which is one of the few dealerships in the country that's open on Sundays. Today we're open. Anybody who needs an oil change, needs to get something fixed on their tires, they can stop by our service department, both Honda and Acura, and take care of that.
It's amazing. Well, I went at 7:30 in the morning because she had to leave at 8 for this festival, 1,400-mile trip. And, you know, I was the first one there. Everybody was polite. Everybody. They literally were bending over backwards for me. But they were really doing that for everybody. It's just like a culture. And I was so appreciative. They pointed out, they brought out this filter thing, which I don't have any idea what that is, but they brought it. It was black, and they said, you might want to change this. You know, you don't want her breathing in this dirt. Yeah.
And also get some good air now that most people turn on the air conditioner now for the summer. It's also really good, also for increased fuel efficiency.
Oh, is that right?
Correct.
Oh, okay. I had no idea what it was for. It just looked real dirty. So they gave me a new one, but I was so grateful that they took the time to really look, because I explained that she was on a trip and I wanted her to be safe. So I was just very grateful. I wanted to throw that in there. Wasn't even expecting to give that information, but indeed I did. Beautiful new Acuras. I have the 2013 ILX. A lot of people don't know that one. It's fairly new, right?
Yeah, it's actually a brand new model. It's a very popular model now.
It's more of the sporty one, which
It's
I
a
like.
it's a very sporty model, and it's also been made more attainable for someone who's looking to get into the luxury side of Acura.
Well, that's what it is. I was in a Honda Fit, which I absolutely loved. I mean, I absolutely loved my little orange Honda Fit. Ask the people here, because I had it when we started doing the show, and I actually got it before I met Brian Benstock. And, when it was time for my lease to be finished, Brian was like, come on, you need to get into something a little bit sexier than that. I was like, what? I think my little orange car is pretty sexy. But no, so indeed, so he got me into the ILX. And again, this whole leasing thing was brand new to me. I had never done it in my life. I sold my CRV, my 2001 CRV that had like 150,000 miles on it or something, and traded it in and started leasing for the first time in my life. And it is something that I highly recommend. I just can't say enough about the idea of being able to upgrade every couple of years as opposed to waiting, or something goes wrong with the car, constantly pouring money in it to maintain it over the years while the value of the car goes down. I don't know. I'm a new big fan of leasing, but, that's me.
Well, the way technology is advancing so quickly that you buy a car now, 3 years from now, that car has changed so much that it's sort of outdated, and that's what's causing the vehicle to actually depreciate at a much faster rate than before.
Yeah, it's like a cell phone. Like, who would buy a cell phone?
Imagine if you had a 5 or 6 year old cell phone. Imagine if you had like a Razor or something like that.
Or
Now,
like
most
my
people-
parents, this thing that they've had not 6 years, 11 years.
11 years.
Yeah.
It sort of seems so outdated, and actually leasing is made so much more attainable for anybody who's looking to get into a car.
Mhm.
And it's actually been about 70 to 75% of the people at Honda and Acura are leasing.
70 to
customers.
75%.
70% of our customers lease their car.
Okay, interesting. And obviously they're happy with it, or they wouldn't be doing that in the volumes that they are. We have a gentleman from Warren, New Jersey on the line. His name's Charles. Hey, Charles, how are you? Great. What's your question for Jason Graciano of Paragon?
Well, Charles, that's a great question. I was going to go into that in July, next month, in the next 30 days. The new 2014 Acura MDX is going to be remodeled, completely remodeled. Now, the price points, I still have not been released, but you might want to give it a couple weeks. Take a look at the brand new MDX. It's coming out with some amazing, amazing features. Absolutely. Currently at Paragon, both Honda and Acura, we have the vehicle exchange program, which is specifically to be able to get customers that are currently driving an Acura to get out of their current car, get into a new car, and keep the payments either the same or lower. Or if you have the car bought outright, cash, or was financed, we still have programs that incentivize clients to be able to get into a 13 or a 14. First week of July. Well, actually, we're actually taking information for clients. So if you want to call our office, you can actually get an email, so you can get all the information. And we're actually going to have a little bit of a kickoff party when the 2014 MDX does come out.
Charles, thanks so much. And if you just call 1-800-PARAGON, that's a super easy number to remember, and get Louise to send you that email and get you in your new car. Happy you called. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye-bye now. That sounds like fun. A kickoff party. What happens there?
Well, we have a little bit of appreciation party for clients that currently have Acuras, whether they have a TL or a TSX or RDX. Anybody that's looking to get more information on what's going on in the Honda product. So,
but I mean, is it like a party?
Yeah,
like,
it's a party.
Like with a DJ and some
We're
champagne?
gonna have a DJ. We're gonna have some champagne. We'll have it nice and classy, and everything is gonna be a lot of fun.
See, now that'll pull me in.
Of course.
Even though I can't trade my car in yet, I'll just
everybody's
come to the
always
party.
up for a good time.
Well, that's the thing. Paragon has this unique sort of party feel to it anyway. There's a whole culture, again, that you guys have, and I know that Brian Benstock really infuses the company, and you as well, because I see you on Facebook. You know, there's a whole attitude of success and customer service that you guys give at Paragon that's kind of unique. I think it's unique, and I know that it's different. So when I walk in there the very first time, I'm like, there's something unique about this dealership, and there's this buzz and there's this energy, and everybody's walking around and people are asking if they can help you. It's kind of like this festive thing. So I can imagine if you guys throw a party, it's going to be a good one.
Absolutely. In business, the number one question you always have to ask yourself is, what am I going to do different? What's going to make me stand out as a business? And I think that our energy, our approach to taking care of clients is something that makes us stand out head and shoulders above the rest.
I would imagine that is the absolute truth. Well, we're going to take a very quick break, but I'm so grateful to have Jason Graciano here. He's the General Sales Manager at Paragon Honda and Acura in Woodside, Queens, the #1 dealership of its kind in the world, right here in our own backyard. And you can be like Charles and go check out what you can trade in and get into something even more beautiful. Imagine that. And have a good time and a glass of champagne while you're at it. You can call Paragon at 1-800-PARAGON or go to their website, ParagonCars.com, and Paragon is Paragon. This is Living Better with Laura Smith. We'll be right back after this. More Car Talk.